Hailey Bieber is currently considering taking legal action against YouTubers. We're gonna have to watch out for a cease and desist after this video, because they are talking about rumors that she stalked Justin Bieber for over a decade before they got married. And I don't know whether to believe this story and praise her for it or find it creepy, but with all of the evidence stacked against her, it's hard to deny that she at the very least had some level of obsession with him before they knew each other. And she kind of enacted this mastermind plan to weave herself into his social circles unbeknownst to him and arrange their marriage before he had a clue what was happening.
Look, when you find this out in a movie, it's right at the end and bad things happen right after.
It's giving Gone Girl, hopefully without any of the violence and death.
When this is revealed at the end, the woman is extremely manic and holding a knife like this. And there's consistent shots, like she's like rubbing it against her body like this. And he's like, no. That was so nice of you. I'm so happy you had so much forethought. Like the hostage negotiator always tells you in this situation to keep them calm, keep them distracted.
Right. So TMZ reports Hailey Bieber is fed up with some of the false narratives and rumors about her spreading online, and she is exploring ways to fight back. I'm sorry, Hailey, you cannot sue people for talking about you. You're a celebrity. They're not doing anything wrong or illegal. Sources close to Hailey say the latest narrative online tries to paint her as a bully and a stalker, and she is taking legal action for the first time. This is in response to a 7-part series that is being reposted from YouTube onto TikTok and going extremely viral. It was actually originally posted back in August last year on a channel called Internet Oddities, but someone else took the series and reposted it to TikTok, and that's where it's been mainly going around. It compiles all of the evidence that exists online for how Hailey constructed her relationship with Justin Bieber, using both like her Hollywood connections being in the Baldwin family, her friendships with the Jenner sisters, and social media sleuthing, all of it combined to the point where she ended up being across from Justin Bieber on her wedding day.
I mean, she really could teach a course in like self-actualization and realizing your goals.
The funniest part about this going viral is how many girls are saying that they want to emulate it.
Like,
is that worrying? I don't know.
I could probably learn a thing or two about the concept of like achieving something you don't know if it's possible. Mm-hmm. Like I tend to be on the doomer side, or I'm like, oh, that sounds impossible. Not her, apparently.
Discover the story of Hailey Bieber's relentless pursuit of Justin Bieber, including how she leveraged her famous friends and her dad's Hollywood connections to turn Justin into her husband. Also, examine her surprising habit of mirroring Selena Gomez's every move, and explore the hidden dynamics behind Hailey's journey and the influences shaping her public persona. So we're not going to watch through this series, but basically it adds up to about 20 minutes long of information. And I'll just go bit by bit. So back in 2009, Justin Bieber made an appearance on the Today Show. And back then, Hailey Bieber was, I believe, 13 years old. And her father, Stephen Baldwin, pulled some strings and used his connections to let her meet Justin Bieber backstage on that appearance. And he speaks about it as if it were an arranged marriage in this appearance that we're about to show you.
And Hailey meet? I don't think I've ever heard that story.
How did we meet? We met in the early mornings of a Today Show taping. I'm pretty sure she didn't want to be there. Her dad dragged her out of bed in the morning, and basically was like, you know, I think because she was raised Christian, and I think they found out that, like, I think it was an arranged marriage, I'm pretty sure. I'm not, looking back now, I'm like, it was definitely an arranged marriage. Like, they set this whole thing up. No, but since, like, you know, she was raised Christian, she's like, oh, I want to, you know, introduce you to Justin and his mom. You know, they have similar values and believe the same thing. We think you guys would be good friends.
It kind of sounds arranged.
It was definitely an arranged marriage. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I mean, like, politicians have been doing this for
Yeah.
generations. Her dad's got money. He's got a handsome face and some clout.
Yeah.
We put them together we can drain the taxpayers of all their resources if we just bring together this unholy union.
So I know that they're making it sound like Hailey wasn't the one wanting his attention and that it was her dad's idea. I don't really believe that because later that same year, she was also seen in the background in the crowd of another Justin Bieber performance at Rockefeller Plaza.
I mean, was this like an important event? Was it like at?
It was just a random concert. Then her father, Stephen Baldwin, booked her a flight to LA and pulled some strings once again to get Hailey an invite to the premiere of Justin Bieber's movie that came out in 2010. And
Mary
then
was probably there when this happened.
You can see her in the background footage watching Justin while he gives interviews on the red carpet. Yeah, she's like, but you can literally see her like side-eyeing the camera, and she's like 13-year-old Hailey, like looking at the camera and looking at Justin. We have a 20 from ALH Books. Hi, PCC and crisis actors. Tired of the same old woke books? I'd be ever so grateful if you would give my high fantasy series a chance. The Divide and Sands of Ashari by Angela L. Hansen are available now. Thanks, Marion Brett.
Where is it available? You should let everybody know where it's available. That would be awesome. People should go and check it out. Thank you for that.
Are you able to like even post links in the chat?
I don't know if they can.
I guess not. But yeah, thank you. So then following that premiere, then Stephen Baldwin got Hailey Bieber an invite to a Selena Gomez premiere for her movie Monte Carlo.
Okay.
And then you see Hailey Bieber on the red carpet as this like 13-year-old girl holding up a magazine, and it's a tabloid that has Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez on the cover, and you see Hailey holding it up smiling in this photo when she's a child. And I think that was like the beginning of her unraveling it all.
I mean, I'm telling you right now, she could teach a course in like staying on task and achieving something.
She was, say what you will, but she was on her grind set and she was brainstorming.
I could have learned
and
something.
masterminding.
I could have learned something from her and Luke Belmar.
Justin and Selena Gomez were dating by this point. But then you see paparazzi footage from 2012 where Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez are on a date out in public. And Hailey Bieber is just there. Like, I don't understand.
Okay, that's weird.
Like, she's just lurking in the background while Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez are on a date.
What was the timestamp you wanted to watch on this? We can try and watch the one.
That's for a little later. But then around this time, Hailey Bieber followed a Justin Bieber superfan account on Twitter. And she went to start frequently DMing this superfan of Justin's to find out his whereabouts. And you can see the screenshots in the video.
Is the CIA hiring? They should hire her at the CIA or the NSA.
She would use this superfan to tell her to find out what hotel Justin was staying at. And then once she found out where he was staying, Hailey would either book a room at the same hotel or she would go eat at the restaurant at the hotel.
Doesn't it make more sense?
In the hopes of like bumping into each other, like so random, like crossing paths.
I guess given her last name, she doesn't need like the family members there for credibility, but just by virtue of being the child of a famous in a famous family, she can be like, we run in the same circles.
Right, exactly.
But still, like, not even going to her parents for help. Impressive.
Well, I mean, she definitely was using their money to do all of this.
In a creepy sort of way.
She was definitely using Stephen Baldwin's credit card to make all of this happen. I don't think the average 15-year-old girl has the wherewithal or the funds to make all of this move, you know.
So what do you think? Is this the I feel like now she's got sunken cost fallacy, and no matter what goes wrong, she'll never divorce him because she's like.
But it's about proving a point.
Yeah.
It's about proving a point. She was also friends with Kylie Jenner and Kendall Jenner at the time, who were mutual friends with Justin, so she used them also to get in his social circle.
This is less creepy because she's not a nobody. She's from the same financial tax bracket as all of these people. Now, if this was just some random person from Saskatchewan,
that would be
different.
even more impressive.
That's even more impressive, but still.
But yeah, then Justin broke up with Selena Gomez in
She's
2014.
like, here's my moment.
It was her moment because then Hailey and Justin were spotted together on a date in public for the first time that December of 2014. They didn't end up in an official relationship because Justin was in his fuckboy era, but then Hailey started accidentally reposting tweets that were like shipping her with Justin, like on accident, and then she would like accidentally repost tweets that were saying horrible things about Selena Gomez and then unretweet them.
This is the most female thing I've ever done.
It's crazy. So this is around
this is just so insanely foreign to me. Like,
this is around the same time.
but really,
that,
men, you want that woman in your life that you're scared to talk to?
Is this like, do men like this? Like, do men want to be the object of a woman's like soul obsession this way, or does it depend?
I feel like, okay, so if this was a normal person, not a celebrity, you'd probably be like, why isn't she the one being courted by a bunch of dudes? Why is she doing it? Is she insane? Whereas if you're a rich celebrity, you're like, it's very clear, it's a foregone conclusion that she's likely being courted by a bunch of dudes, and maybe she's just singularly minded. Yeah. But it's still weird, and it still indicates, depending on your personality type, like, do you want a type A type of girlfriend who's going to want to make all the decisions and like plan every vacation right down to the moment you leave to the moment you come back? Because that's what she feels like to me.
We got a 20 from ALH Books. That was so cool. They're available on Amazon and I guess you mean website. Yep. My pen name, Angel Al Hansen, followed by the usual. I better be careful. These super chats can be addicting. Thanks again. Bye.
Thank you so much. And guys, go check that out. What was the name of the book again? I want to read it off here again. The Divide and Sands of Ashari.
Yes.
Cool.
But yeah, now we should pull up the video and show.
We'll try to make this work. Here. So give me a second here, because
we were having technical issues with this earlier. So hopefully nothing goes wrong.
If you hear something, it's not.
But for context,
what was the time? What was the timestamp?
8 minutes and 22 seconds.
Oh, I almost got it directly on it. Hold on. Damn. Good job.
If it's TikTok, it doesn't work as well as YouTube, but that's fine. But this is about the time that Hailey starts copying Selena Gomez's outfits and poses and meticulously trying to be her.
Many examples of Hailey posting photos shortly after Selena where she's either wearing the same exact outfit or something very similar. The copying allegations even extend to the poses she makes in the photos, as well as her facial expressions. Now, if
the music is literally the best part of this.
I know.
It's like you're
like
watching
a true crime
you're
doc.
watching an ID channel episode and something bad has already happened.
Shopping at the same stores, or keeping up with the current fashion meta, the reality is your outfits are going to overlap with what other people are wearing. But all of these outfits were posted by Selena first, with Hailey sometimes posting her in the same exact outfit as soon as 24 hours later. The accessories, the facial expressions, the outfits, they're all the same.
Some of these are pretty obvious. So I want to go further into this. They say on June 4th, 2015, Selena Gomez gets a tattoo of the letter G behind her ear. 12 days later, Hailey gets a tattoo of the letter G behind the same ear. Okay. They have different backstories, but that's so weird. Like, that's very obvious, right?
There's definitely men who are probably into this type of obsession.
I bet. Yeah. Undeniable.
Like, here's the thing. Like, what you want is you want somebody who loves you unconditionally, who's excited to be with you and wants to spend the rest of their life with you. What you don't want is somebody who looks like they're going to cut your face off and wear it like a mask.
But maybe just a little bit.
No. You have to quash that sentiment. You have to quash that sentiment. It's a sign of mental distress.
If you know what's good for you.
It's a sign of mental distress. Okay, maybe in your early 20s, and you want to risk it because you think that, look, the correlation being the hot crazy scale, that for the crazier she is, the more likely is she is to be good in bed. Look, if you're a dude in your early 20s and you want to risk that, I wouldn't recommend it, but I would say don't risk being worn as a skin suit.
Just for clarity, you don't think that I'm tinfoil hatting right now, right? Like, the tattoo thing is pretty egregious.
The
like,
tattoo
that's
one is
pretty
pretty
obvious.
crazy. Like, was it the same font?
Yeah. I mean, like, vaguely, but yes.
Yeah, okay.
12 days later. So there's that. And then there's also another timestamp at 12 minutes, 25 seconds in.
Let's try again.
You can see that Selena Gomez had a
my
cooking
story.
show, and Hailey Bieber started her own cooking show and essentially tried to copy everything about Selena's.
You got to give me a second here because it won't let me.
Undeniable
12 minutes what?
resemblance to
12
Selena
minutes and
Gomez's
25
cooking show,
seconds.
Selena Plus Chef, the debut.
Hold, please.
Thank you.
I thought we were going to get more crisis parties for sitting through Snow White.
Yeah.
I did.
This isn't fair. It's not fearless, fair, brave, and true.
Okay, it's definitely not fair. Okay. All right, guys, here we go.
2 years before Hailey's show. Let's start at the beginning. Selena's show starts with a faux camera HUD overlay to give that raw homemade production quality feel. Hailey's show also starts with a faux camera HUD overlay. Selena points out that the show does in fact take place in her real home.
This is my real home. Everything that we're doing is at home.
Unlike
Hailey points
Meghan
out that
Markle.
the show is actually recorded in her real home.
Yes, we actually are in my real kitchen, in my real house.
Selena has her Nana introduce the dish they will be cooking.
So Nana, what do we call this?
Cheesy tortilla chip casserole.
Haley has her Nana introduce the dish they will be cooking.
And Nana, what are we making today?
Selena Plus Chef would go on to have 4 11-episode seasons on HBO Max, as well as a spin-off that's still currently airing.
There's
titled
spin-offs to cooking shows?
People love
Selena
it.
Plus Restaurant, while Hailey Bieber's What's in My Kitchen would release 5 episodes before being abandoned completely. After fans caught on.
Boo.
It's too much work.
Nobody liked that.
Too much work.
So the
To be
weirdest
fair,
thing about this timeline.
Selena Gomez looks like she likes to cook, and Hailey Baldwin doesn't really look like she likes to cook.
Yeah.
Like, Hailey Baldwin looks like her
Damn, Brett, the shade.
Hailey Baldwin's looks like she has a mean DoorDash list, right? Do you see that thing recently where they're now going to let you pay for your DoorDash in installments?
Oh, I thought you were just calling Selena Gomez fat.
No, I mean, that was like, as I was saying it, I'm like, people are going to think that that's what I'm
I
saying.
totally thought that.
But what I'm saying is that, you know, Selena Gomez does look a little bit more homely, whereas Hailey Baldwin looks unbelievably inaccessible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't buy that Gwyneth Paltrow likes to cook either.
No. I think she likes to boil like celery and call it soup.
But that's a good point. Selena's a great businesswoman. Do I really believe that the really, really hardworking billionaire spends a lot of time cooking?
No.
I guess if you're branding it and making content out of it, then sure. But does she like to do it on her own? Like,
She's more relatable, is your point.
She is.
But the weirdest thing about this whole timeline is that back in 2018, Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez got back together for the last time for the span of a couple of months before they ended up breaking up for good. Mm-hmm. And then directly after that, he gets with Hailey Bieber and marries her only 6 months after.
Well, what's the
That is crazy.
Was the wedding 6 months later, or did he propose 6 months later?
No, he proposed to her literally like 2 months in after breaking up with Selena Gomez for the very last time.
What is the appropriate amount you should wait before proposing?
I'm not sure. It seems to work out for some people for it to be very quick.
You could make the argument that even from his discussion in the Ellen clip where he talks about holding similar values, and he's like, look, we've got similar values, and plus you might do something bad to me if I try to leave, so let's get married.
Like, it's literally fear keeping him. That's how it feels. Look at this photo of him at Disney. I cannot even believe that this is real.
This is perhaps the most memeable photo I've seen in a very long time. But if you guys are going to Disney World or Disneyland, if you're going to put the ears on, you shouldn't make this face.
They call it the happiest place on earth.
Do you know who called him right after that? Ben Affleck. And he's like,
I know.
They caught you slipping. You can't get caught slipping outside of the restaurant smoking a cigarette. Otherwise, you will become fodder for meat.
He's going full sad fleck. At
Like,
this
and it's
point.
not just the one. Like, if
It's
you
all
wanna
of
believe,
them.
If you want to believe that this is like, look, anybody can look a certain way when they're walking. You know, maybe he was making another face and they just caught him in that moment. No. Then there's this one.
Why does he look like
And
that?
then there's
all the
this
time?
one. And then there's this one.
He looks like a victim.
He looks mildly alive there. Yeah.
What's going on? Justin, do you need help?
And she looks just like on top of the world.
She's just beaming.
There's a disparate tone to their moods that's disconcerting.
So weird. Anyway, I just felt like adding my 2 cents to that. I don't know if I should commend Hailey Bieber for her dedication or if I should find this creepy, but I kind of think it's impressive. I can't lie.
okay.
I'm impressed.
I'm gonna
Like,
this
bravo.
is more equality between the sexes. Like I said earlier, when the guy shows up to the woman at the club and aggressively tries to dance with her, it's only creepy if he's ugly, right? If she's going to stalk you from the age of 13 and show up at your events and then eventually marry you after copying your ex-girlfriend endlessly for 3 years, apparently it's only creepy if you're ugly.
Well, look, it's not considered creepy because the way that women do it, it's just
Research. They're just
it's so underhanded. It's like you think that they're great at making you think that you actually controlled the whole thing.
Yep, this was a Dane Cook bit.
Making
back in
you
the
think
day.
that it was your choice.
Women are mental ninjas.
It's true.
It's true.
And I love that about us.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.